Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Denise B, the DNP. Today I wanted to make a video about a trend, something that's trending on Twitter, right? It's a hashtag not a provider. If you haven't heard about the hashtag not a provider, it's basically a group of physicians. They are basically being united with each other as they should, and they want to be rid of the term provider, not be called providers, or at least not be associated with the word provider. They feel that they are physicians and they should be called physicians. My thought on that is, I do agree that, they went to medical school and they should be called physicians. I don't have a problem with calling any of the doctors that I work with doctor. I don't, like, if I work in the emergency department, and if I'm triaging a patient and I know that I am going to send them on the side to see the doctor, I say to that patient, okay, you're gonna see the doctor, because I'm basically just screening to determine if they're going to see the APC or /APP or the doctor. And I tell them you are going to see the doctor. I don't tell them you're going to see the provider. I do have respect for all the physicians that I work with, and I feel that, you did go to at medical school, you should be called a doctor. Now, I can also see it from the other side of it. I don't think that there's any disrespect when we say the provider. Basically, we're just putting everyone under that big umbrella. And I understand you don't want to be under that big umbrella. That's the whole reason for you guys doing this. But if you look at it, we all have a national provider identification number. So basically, yeah, we are providers. We provide things for patients, like a respiratory therapist provides, a nurse provides. So it's not in a condescending tone. It's not to take anything away from you. But like I said, I get your frustration. I am also wanting for you to see like some of the tweets that's been out there. Some people are in support of doctors being not labeled a provider, and some people, they're like, what's the big deal? Get over it. We don't mean anything bad about saying provider. I even read one that says, well, if you don't want to be a provider, then just go ahead and be a doctor then. So, I mean, it's funny, thinking about it, but it's something, I don't want to say petty, but it's like, really? Is that what we're having an issue with today, being called a provider? But yeah, like I said, I don't have any kind of issues with calling the doctors a doctor. And I'm a nurse practitioner. Some people call me a doctor. I do correct the patient and say, hey, I'm not the doctor. I'm a nurse practitioner. But sometimes they don't care, and they say doctor anyway. They're on the phone. Hey, let me get off the phone. The doctor's in the room. And I'm like, I'm Denise. I'm the nurse practitioner. But they still say, hey, doc. So, I mean, they don't say provider. The patients don't say provider. And basically, like, the board in the room, it's a generalized board. So you say provider, and then you say doctor so-and-so and so. Or you say Denise, NP on the end, or Denise, nurse practitioner. And it's just to let the patient know, like, who's providing their care for today. So it's not in a condescending tone or in any means trying to take anything away from a doctor. But yeah, it's just a generalized tone on the board. And I don't think you guys should be that upset about it. But if there's a way that we can come meet each other in the middle, hey, I'm all for it too. But if you guys know of anyone that hates being called a provider, any doctors that hates being called a provider, and you guys want to discuss it, feel free to leave a comment, like, let's have a conversation, let's interact. Do you think this is just stupid, petty, or do you think that they should not be called a provider? Or if you're a doctor and you have something to say, hey, drop me a comment. I'll respond. And in a respectful tone. This is just like a respectful conversation. Not trying to be rude or anything like that. Just want to be respectful. All right, so that's my little bit on that. Oh, you know, there is one thing else that I wanted to bring up. So I know a doctor who does not feel like a DO should be in the same, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but DO is in another branch compared to an MD. They don't feel that the MD and the DO is on the same level. So like, what do you say about that? Should the DO be called a provider? You know, because they're not an MD. So yeah, I don't know. It's just all crazy. But drop your comment. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, definitely leave a comment. Let's speak and chat on this. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video.